Printers.com.
Back at Pride Rock, Simba arrived home to see Nala and Kiara watching all of the Pride lands. Simba climbed up to join his family. As he noticed that Kovu and Vitani were nowhere to be seen. Where did Kovu and Vitani go? Simba asked Kiara and Nala. Kovu said he went to go on patrol, and Vitani left to go find him, Kiara replied. She said that she was sensing something is not right. I just have that feeling Vitani is in denial, but I'm not sure what's up with her. Nala added, Simba thought, as he was wondering why Vitani has been acting strange. She's been acting strange just the other day. I tried to ask her, but she said that she sensed some danger coming to us, But before Simba could finish, Vitani and Kovu rushed back to Pride Rock. The two lions were out of breath. This confuses Simba along with Nala and Kiara. Kovu, what happened? Kiara asked. Are you okay, Vitani? Simba asked as well. What happened? You're not gonna believe what me and Kovu saw. Vitani replied with a raspy voice as she and Kovu were trying to catch their breath. What is it, you two? Simba asked. Me and Vitani both saw Zira's sister, Scarlet. Kovu replied. Scarlet? Simba asked in confusion. What do you mean she's Zira's sister? Scarlet told us that she ran away when Zira fell into the river. Vitani began as her breathing began to slow down. She did not want to join us because she still supports Zira and Scar, and now she's planning on to take over Pride Rock herself. What? Nala was shocked by this. She can't do that. She must be outnumbered, Kiara added. She had no pride. Well, except the outsiders who are on our side, Kovu replied. We're gonna have to stand our ground. We can't have her come anywhere near Pride Rock, Simba explained as he paces around, thinking of what to do next. What's the next plan, father? Kiara asked her dad. We'll have to have some of us go on patrol dusk and dawn, Simba announced. Whoever this Scarlet is, she is not welcome to Pride Rock. If she shows up, we're not going to be friendly about it. Nala agreed. She, along with Simba, instructed the other lionesses about the situation. The next day went by and nothing bad has happened so far. Zazu was flying around the outlands. He spotted Scarlet curled up into a ball, and she was sleeping when she stretched out while waking up. Scarlet looked around to see Zazu in the air, but luckily she didn't notice that she was being watched. As Zazu noticed Scarlet waking up and wandered around the outlands, Zazu returned to Pride Rock to update Simba and his family about where Scarlet is. Meanwhile, back at Pride Rock, Simba along with Nala were on the outside of Pride Rock. They spotted Zazu flying in the air. As soon as she landed on Pride Rock, Simba wanted to know from Zazu on where Scarlet is, so they have an idea on where Scarlet is. So they have an update on what she's up to. Zazu, where is Scarlet? Simba asked. Well, Your Majesty, Scarlet is in the outlands, Zazu explained. Has she done anything there as far as you know? Simba asked. Of course not yet, although she might try anything to get to Pride Rock, Zazu replied. Simba, is there any updates on Scarlet? Kovu asked his father-in-law. So far, she's in the outlands. We'll have to stand her ground up and keep her guard up, though, Simba explained in a reply. No one goes alone while hunting or patrolling from now on. I'm worried about Kiara. I'll have to stick by her like honey, Kovu said as Kiara nuzzled under Kovu's cheek. At least I love you, Kovu, Kiara replied as she gave Kovu's face a lick. The young prince chuckled at this point. Well, Kiara, this is serious, Kovu told her. Scarlet could hurt you without you knowing, or worse. That's why I'm sticking by you, at least until we bring Scarlet down. If we want to bring Scarlet down, we'll all have to do it together, Nala added. 1 or 2 lions might not be enough, though. You're right on that note, Kiara replied. She looked over at the Pride Lands to see her brother, Kion. The leader of the Lion Guard came to see his family. Kion was starting to have a mane growing around his head. Mom, Dad, Kion's here, Kiara called, so excited to see her brother that she ran up to him. Welcome home, Kion. So how have you and Rainy been doing? Kiara asked, but of course, Nala came and asked the same thing, as she and Simba, along with Kovu, joined Kiara and Kion with Rainy. We're both doing okay. Zazu told me about the new danger, Kion replied, so that's why me and Rainy came here. What seems to be the trouble? My Aunt Scarlet is the danger, Kovu began with a sigh, trying to find the right words to explain the issue. She tried to attack me a few days ago. If it weren't for Vitani, I don't know what she would have done to me. We're gonna have to have more strict guidelines until further notice. We could use the Lion Guard's help, Simba added. I'll get fully Ano, Bunga, and Beshti, Kion replied. We'll have to stick around for a while, Rainy added. One of the guidelines is no one goes alone. Kovu almost got attacked because of that, Simba said as he walked up to Kion. He noticed that Kion's mane was starting to grow a set of mane. Wow, Kion, your mane is growing. Thanks, Dad. It's just starting, Kion replied as he stood up proud of his mane growing. So, Kovu, how are things going with you and Kiara? Rainy asked Kovu. Things are going really well. I've been sticking to my mate. Ever since Scarlet threatened to kill Simba and Kiara, I'm sticking by her no matter what, Kovu replied to Rainy. He looked over to his left to see Kiara walking away. Kiara, wait up, Kovu called as he ran after Kiara. Kovu, what's wrong? Kiara asked. Remember what your father said? Kovu replied to his mate, reminding her of the strict guidelines. No one goes out of Pride Rock alone. Sorry, Kovu. I keep forgetting the rules are now strict, Kiara said as she and Kovu looked up to see a zebra foal stuck in the mud. That's why I took off. A zebra is stuck. Kiara and Kovu walked towards a struggling zebra foal. He was stuck and his mother was trying to call for help. We're going to help, Kovu said as he began to push the zebra foal free while Kiara pulled. Within a few seconds, the foal finally got free and ran to his mother. Thanks for helping me and get my baby free, the mother zebra said as her son nuzzled his mother's muzzle. No problem, take care, Kiara said as she and Kion ran back up to Pride Rock. Kion and Rainy brought Fully, Beshti, Ano, and Bunga to Pride Rock. They were going to plan to stick around Pride Rock, mainly so they can help Simba and his pride keep everyone safe from Zira's sister. My question is, why is Scarlet wanting to eliminate you and Kiara? Kion asked. All we know is that she supports Zira, and her plan is to take Pride Rock as hers, Simba replied to his son. I thought she was on your side, Kion said in confusion. After Kiara got the outsiders to be on our side, why didn't Scarlet join? That's the question that leaves us unanswered, but we need to bring her down, Kiara replied. It'd be a while before we get to do that, Kiara. Scarlet is just as bad as Zira, Simba said to his daughter. Me and Kion will get the other members of the Lion Guard, and we'll be here, Rainy said to Simba. Good, and you and Kion both be careful, Simba warned Kion and his mate as the two lions left Pride Rock. Kiara walked up to Kovu and her head was in his ear. She wanted to tell him something, but although she didn't want anyone else to listen but her and Kovu to know. Simba and Nala both walked back up to Pride Rock, leaving the two couple alone at the bottom of Pride Rock. I would like to have a chat with you in private, Kiara whispered to her mate. Okay, Kovu replied as in a whisper as Kiara winked at him. Kovu turned to his right to see Vitani, and she walked up to her brother. She had a worried look on her face, and she didn't want Kovu to get hurt by Scarlet. Or Kiara, for that matter. Vitani sat down beside Kovu, only wanting to know if her brother's okay. You okay, Kovu? Vitani asked. Yeah, I'm fine, Kovu said as he turned to see Vitani beside him. You've been acting very strange ever since we saw Scarlet. What are you going to do if you see her? Vitani asked her brother. I'm going to reason with her. It wouldn't hurt to try, would it? Kovu replied as Vitani lowered her head. She wasn't sure if that would work to get Scarlet to stop, but she feared that her brother and his mate are more at risk. Simba, on the other hand, can handle anything. I don't think that will work, Kovu. Scarlet's really mean when it comes to reasoning with her, Vitani said. Just then Kovu heard Nala and him calling him and Vitani that lunch was ready. So Kovu and Vitani both walked up to Pride Rock for lunch. It was sunset and Kovu was lying on top of some grass. He looked over to walk past Kiara passing him. Kovu got up and followed Kiara away from Pride Rock. Kovu, where are you going? Simba asked. Kiara wanted me to go with her. She says that she wants to talk to me privately, Kovu replied. You sure you and Kiara don't want to eat dinner with us? Simba asked Kovu as the young prince shook his head. We'll be getting our own food. I don't know what's on Kiara's mind, Kovu said as Simba smiled and turned back to Pride Rock. Kovu caught up to Kiara somewhere in the Pride Lands. He saw Kiara hunt down an antelope for her and Kovu to eat. Want to have a romantic dinner with me? Kiara asked her mate in a loving way. Of course, my love, Kovu replied as he and Kiara began to eat their meal. It was a nice sunny evening for a lovely meal. Once they were finished, Kovu and Kiara both abandoned the carcass of the antelope, and the two lions walked until Pride Rock was out of sight. Kovu wondered why Kiara wanted to be as far away from Pride Rock as possible. Kiara, why did you want me here with you and away from Pride Rock? Kovu asked. Well, Kovu, I just want this conversation between you and me, Kiara explained. She sat in front of her mate. I just want us to talk alone, and you'll know what I mean when I explain it. Kovu began, confused as all heck. Okay then, and I hope nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong, Kovu. I'm just wanting to talk to you about something, Kiara replied. How do you feel about being next in line for the throne? Kiara asked. Well, at first I wasn't sure about that, but after thinking, I guess I'll do great as king someday, Kovu replied. That's good. I was hoping, being that you would be thinking about something for a rather long time, and I've also been thinking about something for rather a really long time. Kiara began. How would you like to have cubs running around? Like cubs? Like children? Kovu asked. Yeah, silly, Kiara chuckled. Like cubs of our own. When we become king and queen, we'll need an heir or heirs to the throne in this case. Oh, Kovu began. Well, yeah, I would like to have cubs with you, Kiara. I think a cub or more wouldn't hurt. I'm ready for it, but I'll wait till you're ready, as I just don't want to force it on you. Kovu, you're talking to someone who is ready, Kiara replied, giving Kovu the hint that she was in season, or in heat in this case. Well, we're both alone, so we can do this in peace, Kovu said as he and Kiara were going on with their business, and they soon returned to Pride Rock shortly after. Of course, Simba and Nala had a feeling of where they were off to.
Why, hello there, my little pretties. It's me, the Shadow Lioness. I hope you all enjoy my video of creepypasta. So, without further ado, if you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you want to survive my cave of terror, please hit the subscribe button down below. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Donate to my Patreon when you can. And the only way you're going to survive me in the cave is you're going to have to sub to me and press the bell for notifications so you'll get to know when I upload. Well, without further ado, my little pretties, I'll see you in the next video. Sweet dreams, my little pretties, and I hope in the next night I will traumatize you more.